What is the Manhattan resident parking tax exemption? We'll demystify this topic in the following video. I'm Nick at Houseit. Check out our website, houseit.com, to learn how to save money on commission when buying and selling real estate here in New York City, Long Island, and the Hudson Valley. So let's get started. The Manhattan resident parking tax exemption reduces the amount of sales tax a Manhattan resident pays on a parking spot in Manhattan from 18.375% to 10.385%. The 8% tax reduction works out to about $40 a month, or say $480 a year in savings for a typical Manhattan parking spot, which runs around $500 a month on average. Parking in New York City outside of Manhattan is subject to a 4% state tax, 6% local tax, and a 0.3% metropolitan commuter transportation district tax, for a total tax rate of 10.375%. Manhattan has an additional 8% local sales tax on parking on top of the standard 10.375%, and that's how we get to the total of 18.375%. So in essence, the Manhattan resident parking tax exemption reduces the total parking sales tax rate for qualifying applicants to what is charged in other boroughs such as Brooklyn and Queens. Now, in order to qualify for the Manhattan resident parking tax exemption, the vehicle must be individually owned or leased for a term of 1 year or more by the applicant, registered to the owner's primary residence in Manhattan, parked in a long-term rented space for a month or more, and driven for personal use only. Commercial, rental, or company vehicles don't qualify. A primary residence is defined in the rules of the City of New York as follows: a permanent place of residence where the individual resides or intends to reside more than 183 days in the 12 months following the date of the application for exemption. Factors examined in making this determination include the dwelling place designated as the individual's address on such items as his or her motor vehicle registration, income tax return, driver's license, voter registration card, or documents filed with other public agencies. Successful applicants receive a parking tax exemption certificate, which must be renewed every 2 years. Recipients of the exemption are required to resubmit the application to report any of the following changes: change of Manhattan residence, change of parking garage or lot, change of parking facilities consumer affairs license number, change of vehicle and/or license plate number. And according to the New York City Department of Finance, any person who improperly obtains or misuses a parking tax exemption certificate will be liable for penalties of not more than $100 in the case of negligence and not more than $500 in the case of fraud. Now, a person filing a fraudulent application may also be prosecuted under the penal law. These shall be in addition to any penalties imposed under Section 1145 of Article 28 of the New York State Tax Law. New York Assembly Bill A6077, which is currently in Assembly Committee discussions as of this filming, would eliminate the Manhattan resident parking tax exemption and increase the car registration fee for vehicles registered to residents of Manhattan. The legislation is sponsored by Assemblywoman Carmen Arroyo, Democrat, District 84, and Assemblymember Anthony D'Urso, Democrat, District 16. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. We'd greatly appreciate it. I'm Nick at Houseit, and we'll see you on the next video.